Hey guys, Elisa here. I am jumping on here to chat with you about a $2,000 PRV month. So I have been consistent in a 2,000 PRV month for at least the last 4 to 5 years. Consistency in getting this is key. Everything you do, you have to be consistent with. And when you consistently hit that $2,000 mark every single month, it means more money. It also helps you get the annual sales award. The annual sales award is selling 30,000 PRV within 1 year, and the Scentsy calendar year is May through April. With that, you get a $1,000 bonus, usually around June. So hitting that $2,000 mark and more consistently will help you get that $1,000 bonus every June. So I would say, and I like to say, at least 70 to 80% of my success is through social media. I've used social media a lot. This day and age, a whole lot more with COVID and everything. I used to do a ton of in-home parties and a lot of shows, but this year I haven't really done any of those. I've done some online things, I've done some text parties, but most of my sales come from social media and some of my parties. When I do host parties, I front load. So when you book a party, you want to book parties at the beginning of the month, because if any of those parties say cancel or have any issues, and this day and age they're all online, usually they don't cancel, but if that did happen, you have time to reschedule it. Or if a party didn't reach the minimum of 200 PRV, then you have time to try and reach that goal for your hostess. The number one thing when it comes to working your business is no excuses. You can't have an excuse. You've probably heard, I don't have time, or everybody says no. When you fight through those excuses, you will find success, because you have to at least have 100 no's before you get a yes. You may get more yeses before you get that 100th no, but it takes a ton of no's before you get that yes. And you also have to be consistent, because like I say, not everybody thinks and breathes and dreams Scentsy like I do, so not everybody has it on their brain. So by putting it on social media, for me, it is a remembrance for them that, oh, I need that, or oh, I need that. So social media for me is a big thing, because I have friends also all over the United States and in some other countries as well. So no excuses. You have to work through it, you have to fight through it, and you have to get through it, or you just won't have success. You have to bust all of your excuses. There's multiple different ways to get parties booked. I either call, I either post, or I either text message, Facebook message. First thing I would do is write your list of 100. That is using the Frank system. So your friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids' acquaintances. So using that Frank system, create a list of 100, and heck, use your Facebook list. I have probably over 1,000 people on my Facebook, and probably at least 90% of them I've known for a long time, because I just collect friends, as my mother says. Use your Facebook list. Use your contacts in your phone. Create your list if you can't think of anybody, but make that list and update it regularly. Another way of getting sales, besides parties, so I've done text parties, I've done in-home parties when we're able to. I've done multi-group, like multi-host event parties. I've done Facebook event parties. I've done them all. I have found certain Facebook or certain social media parties work well for one person, might not work well for the others. Just find the one that works well for you. With social media, I post to my regular wall, I post to my VIP page, and I post to my business page and Instagram. I do have Twitter. I don't do much with Twitter. I don't really understand Twitter, but I do use it. When you post to Instagram, it will also post to your business page, and it will also post to your Twitter, and I believe LinkedIn. I don't have a LinkedIn account. So that will actually help you, so you don't have to go and make several different posts. And just recently with I think they now call it the Business Manager app for Facebook. It used to be called like Pages, and now it's like Business Manager or something like that. But now you can schedule in your Facebook page app, I'm going to call it. You can schedule posts to your business page, and now it will schedule it at the same time to your Instagram. There are so many ways and avenues of reaching people through hashtags, through just social media in general. And when you meet someone, say someone you don't know, you need to build that relationship first. So don't just be like, want to buy Scentsy, or hey, look at this. Build that relationship first. Look through their photos, look at their lifestyle that they might have on their Facebook or their Instagram. Like things, comment on things, and get to know the person before you just like throw Scentsy at them. Because either when it comes to having them as a customer or getting the host, you want to create that relationship first before you create a customer, before you create a host, before anything, before you create a recruit. You never know. Building relationships is what's going to have them attract to you and buy from you. Because when you're advertising your product, or when you're just out and about, you're not just trying to sell them a product, you're trying to sell yourself. Why should they buy from you and not another consultant? Why should they join your team and not another consultant? So another thing with social media is keep it positive. I know that many of my friends have a different opinion, say politics. I just don't post that stuff because, losing friends isn't worth it, and starting arguments isn't worth it, and you don't want that negativity on your page. So no matter how much you want to complain about something, just don't put it on your page, because you might have customers on there, potential customers, and that might have them go elsewhere. Because again, you are not just selling a product, you are selling yourself. Let's see here. Branding. So I love my branding. I don't think you see it. I have the new Scentsy Christmas shirt on. I have t-shirts, I have tank tops, I have sweatshirts, I have sweatshirts for my kids. I brand my kids. I brand my husband when you let me. Branding, not just yourself, but like your vehicle and everything, it works. I remember one time I had a Durango that got totaled and then fixed and then sold, and my sticker was still on it, and I was getting calls on it. My husband will get sales from work, from coworkers, or somebody who might live in that area that he works in, just from the sticker on his car that he let me put on there. A lot of people know where I live because of the stickers on my car. So branding works, whether it's your vinyl, whether it's your t-shirt, whether it's you're branding your kids. You can even brand your pets now. Any way you can to let people know that you sell Scentsy, or get them to ask questions, will help with making a new friend, building a relationship, and then turning them into, whether it's a customer, a host, or a recruit. Again, relationship first. Talk Scentsy with anybody and everybody, and be excited, because excitement sells. If you're not excited about a product, then it's not going to sell. I always like to say that we have over 80 scents and more to choose from, because I sell scents I can't stand all day long. But if I wasn't excited about it, then no one's going to buy it. What I love is not going to be what the next person loves. So be excited about everything, whether it's your cup of tea or not. Be excited, because excitement sells. And like I said, talk. I'm reading my notes here. Talk to everybody, anybody and everybody, and don't just throw up Scentsy on them. Start out first, saying hi if they're talking to you, or they commented first on your Scentsy shirt or whatever. Then you might do it, but just don't throw up on them with Scentsy. All right, let's see. make sure you carry supplies with you, whether it's a business card, whether it's a pouch party you've created, whether it's a catalog or a flyer. Having things on you to hand out is going to be key. Don't get caught with nothing to give out, because that happened to me a while back. I had something, had my name on it, but it may not have been current. I remember a few years ago, my mom and I were at eating lunch at a restaurant, and the waitress asked about my Scentsy shirt that I had on, and we got to chatting, and she was interested in hosting a party that she mentioned to me, and I'm like, well, I have this pouch party right here all ready to go in my purse. I handed it to her. She was able to get orders collected ahead of time, and then we had her party later, and that party ended up being over $900. What would have happened if I didn't have that on hand, that pouch party on hand? She might not have been able to be as more excited. She might not have been able to get pre-orders like she would have. You never know. But because I had that pouch party on hand, I was able to get a $900 party. So anything can happen. Make sure you have stuff on you. Also, get their information, because follow-up is key. If you're handing them, say, a sample in the store, how are you going to know that they even tried it? They might have forgot, might have thrown it in their own purse, and then it lived there for God knows how long because you didn't follow up with them. There's multiple ways you can get people's information. Some people use drawing slips to fill out, and they put them into a drawing and contact them later. Some people use sticky notes, however and whatever works for you. Try and get their contact information so you can follow up with them. Let's see. I mentioned earlier about front loading those parties. So build that relationship, just recap it a little bit. Build that relationship, book that party, and front load your parties during the month. So in case something happens, you can then have more time or rebook. Follow up. Looking for my last note here. Social media. So back to social media. When you post on, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or what have you, personal pictures that you've taken, whether it's your face, whether it's the product in your home, just something that you took is going to do a whole lot better than a stock photo that you took from the workstation, or create something that looks like a stock photo that maybe someone else made. The more personal your photo is, the more it's going to be seen, because people are just going to keep scrolling. They might stop for a second at that stock photo, but they're going to keep scrolling, and they want to see excitement. They want to see smiling. They want to be engaged. And when you make that photo personal, then that's going to get them their attention more. So post pictures of you holding your product. Do little short clips of you using your product, because sharing more than trying to sell is going to go a whole lot more further. So maybe a little Facebook story. That's another thing. Put it in your stories. Facebook story clip of you spraying your Scentsy Fresh, or you putting in the washer whiffs in your washing machine, or you wiping down the counter. Something live, something real, and something not that everybody else has is going to go, like I said, go a long way. You could also take pictures to try and get to book parties, such as if you have a pouch party made, take a selfie with it, catalogs, take those real life photos. Also, if you are able to help with those instant gratification orders, I like to save, when I were to reorder an instant gratification order, towards the end of the month or towards the next month, so I can start out with, say, $300 to $500 PRV on day one, or at least the minimum the first week. So I only have to get $1,500 for the rest of the month. So not just front loading your parties, but front loading your reorder orders that you might reorder at the beginning of the month. That way you're not scrambling towards the end of the month to try and reach that $2,000 mark. Because I tell you, that 30%, that 5 extra% bonus makes a huge difference in your paycheck. And it goes a long way. At least at my house it does. So again, just to recap a little bit, be excited, be genuine, be personable, and be you, because you also want to show that you're a real life person working a business in a real life home, because we are real. I have 3 kids. I run a business, and now I get to homeschool. Yay! Shout out to all those homeschool moms, because I'm not a teacher. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please comment below. As I mentioned earlier, my mother says I collect people, and so my life model has always been there's no such thing as strangers, just friends you haven't met yet. So please like, subscribe, and share, and you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at ScentSlinger12. Hope you have a great day.